Hi viewers, how are you? This is Vishnuvardhan sir. In the previous video, we discussed about quadratic equations. Today, let us work out on some problems. Okay. Look at here. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay. In this given information, how to form a quadratic equation. From that quadratic equation, how we can solve the problem that we are going to do now. Okay, let us assume that two numbers are, let us assume the two numbers are x and 27 minus x. Here it is given the sum of the two numbers is 27. When we are assuming one number as x, naturally the second number will be 27 minus x. Okay. Another information is given, the product of these two numbers is 182. Product means multiplication. X into 27 minus x is equal to 182. Okay. And now multiply the binomial by this x into 27, 27x, x into minus 7, minus x square is equal to 182. Okay. Now write this equation in the descending order. Okay, minus x square plus 27x, bring that minus 182 to left side, then it will become minus 182 is equal to 0. So the x term is having minus symbol. I want to remove this minus symbol. Why? Because I want always this square term, x square term should be positive, so that I am multiplying the whole expression by minus. When I am multiplying the whole expression by minus, then all the signs will be changed. See, x square minus 27x, this minus 182 will become plus 182 is equal to 0. Now, it is in the form of quadratic equation. Now, we reached quadratic equation form. Now, let us simplify this quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. In the previous class, we learned how to solve the quadratic equation by using factorization method and quadratic equation formula. Now, let us solve this problem by using the quadratic equation formula. What is that formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, here what is a, what is b, what is c? Here let us assume 1 is here. So this 1 will become a, 27 minus 27 will become b. The constant is c. I am substituting the values. X is equal to minus b, minus, in the place of b I am substituting minus 27 plus or minus root 27 whole square minus 4ac. A means 1, c means 182. 4 into 1, 4. 4 into this 182. 4 2 ja 8, 4 8 ja 36, 32. Okay, 4 1 ja 4, 7, 28 by 2 into a. 2 into a means here 1. 2 into 1, 2. Okay, now minus and minus 27. Minus and minus will become plus 27 plus or minus root minus 27 whole square. Minus 27 whole square is equal to 729 minus 728 by 2. In the next step, 27 plus or minus square root of 729 minus 728 is equal to 1 by 2. Now 27 plus or minus root 1 by 2. Root 1 value is always 1. So x is equal to 27 plus 1 by 2 or 27 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 28 by 2 or 26 by 2. After cancellation, 14 or 13. So now we got the x value either 14 or 13. If you are assuming x is equal to 14, then the second number 27 minus x will be 27 minus 14. So it is 13. The two numbers are 14 and 13. If you assume 13 as the x, this is the first case. In the second case, if I take x is equal to 13, then the second number 27 minus x is equal to 27 minus 13. It is equal to 14. Therefore, the two numbers are again 13 and 14. Like this, we can solve the problem. Okay. Let us take an overview on this problem. Let us assume the two numbers are x and 27 minus x. Why? Because the sum of the two numbers are given 27. So if I assume one number as x, then the second number will be naturally 27 minus x. Now another information in the question given, the product is 182. So product means multiplication of the two numbers. One number is x, the second number is 27 minus x. The product of these two numbers is 182. So x into 27, 27x, x into minus x square is equal to 182. I am bringing 182 to left side of the is equal to. So minus x square plus 27x minus 182 is equal to 0. So I don't want this minus symbol for the x square term, so that I am multiplying the whole expression by minus. So then when I am multiplying the whole expression by minus, all the signs will be changed, so that this minus x square will become plus x square, 27x will become minus 20, plus 27x will become minus 27x, minus 182 will become plus 182 is equal to 0. Now the quadratic equation formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2. Now I am taking a as 1, b as minus 27, c 182. I am substituting a, b, c values in this expression, in this formula. X is equal to minus of minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac. If I substitute this, I am getting finally 14 or 13. So one time I have to take 14 as the x value, second time I have to take 13 as the x value. In the first case, I am taking x as the 14. Then the second number will be for 27 minus x. 27 minus 13 is equal to 14 is equal to 13. So the first number is 14, the next number is 13. So the two numbers are 14 and 13. Next time I am substituting this 13 as x. I am taking 13 as x. So x is 13. Then 27 minus x is equal to 27 minus 13. That is 14. So I am getting the two numbers are 13 and 14. Okay. Thank you. Have a look on this problem. Find two consecutive positive numbers. Sum of whose squares is 613. This is the information given in the question. First, what is the meaning of consecutive positive numbers? Consecutive positive numbers means that number and its next number is called consecutive positive numbers. For example, 16 and 17, 100 and 101. Okay, 1000 and 1001. Like this, continuous numbers are called, that number and the next number is called consecutive positive numbers. Now let us assume the two numbers are, let us assume the two numbers two numbers are, first number I am assuming as x, then the next number will be x plus 1. The next number, that number and that next number are consecutive numbers. So first number if I take as x, then the next number will be x plus 1. Sum of whose squares is equal to 613. Squares, first number square is x square, second number square is x plus 1 whole square. Sum of whose squares, sum plus I am doing addition, sum of whose squares is equal to 613. Now simplify this, x square, this x plus 1 whole square again in the form of a plus b whole square. This I have to expand in the form as a square plus b square plus 2ab. In this, it is x plus 1 is in the form of a plus b, x plus 1 whole square is in the form of a plus b whole square. Based on this formula, I am expanding this x plus 1 whole square. Here x is a, 1 is b. So first a square, that is x square plus b square, 1 square. 1 square means it is 1. 2ab, 2 into x, 2x into 1, again 2x is equal to 613. X square plus x square, that is 2x square plus 2x plus 1. Bring the 613 to left side. So other side will be equal to 0. Now 2x square plus 2x, 1 minus 613, that is minus 612. One is plus symbol, other one is minus symbol. The two symbols are different, so that I am subtracting 601 from the 613. The big number sign is minus. Always the result is the big number sign will come to the answer, result. So that 1 minus 613 is equal to minus 613 is equal to 0. Now 2x square plus 2x minus 612 is equal to 0. Now every term is having 2. See, 2x square, 2x, it is also multiple of 2. So I can divide every term by 2 to make it simple form. By 2, by 2 and by 2. Okay. 3, 0, 3, 0, 6. So finally the equation will comes like this. X square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. Now this problem came to quadratic equation form. Now let us simplify this quadratic equation by using the quadratic equation formula. B square minus 4ac by 2a. Here again I am writing a is equal to 1, b is also 1, c is minus 306. A is 1, B is 1 and C means constant. It is minus 306. Now substitute the values. Okay. A value is minus 1, B is minus 1, C is equal to minus 306. I am substituting these three values in the quadratic equation. So x is equal to minus b, that is minus 1 plus or minus root b square. B square is 1 square. 4ac, 4 into 1 and minus 306. It is 1224 by 2a, by 2 into 1 is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root 1224 plus 1, that is 1225 by 2 is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1225 is equal to 35 by 2 is equal to minus 1 plus or minus 35 by 2. One time I have to take plus symbol. Next time minus symbol. So minus 1 plus 35 is equal to 34 by 2 or minus 36 by 2. 17 or minus 18. But in the question clearly mentioned the two consecutive positive numbers. So the x value must be positive. It should not be negative. So I am removing this minus 18. I am taking x as a 17. So x value is 17. Its next number x plus 1 is equal to 17 plus 1, that is 18. The two numbers are 17 and 18. Okay, once again take a overview. Let us assume the two numbers are x and x plus 1. The next condition is given sum of four squares. Sum of four square means x square plus x plus 1 whole square. Sum of these two squares is equal to 613. After that, I expanded x plus 1 whole square by according to this formula. 2x x square plus x square 2x square. 2x is 2x. 1 plus 1 and 600 minus it will come minus. When I am sending this 613 to the left side, it will become minus. So in the next case, next step, 2x square plus 2x, 1 minus 613 will become 612 is equal to 0. Okay, it is looking to very big expression. Large numbers are there, but every number is a multiple of 2. So that I divided every term by 2. So that I am getting equation x square plus x minus 306. By using the quadratic equation formula, I simplified this. I substituted the a, b, c value in the quadratic equation. When I am substituting these values in the quadratic equation formula, I am getting x value as 17. The x plus 1, the next number is 18. So that the two numbers are 17 and 18. Here, remember, 17 and minus 18 I am getting as x value. But I am not taking minus number. Why? Because in the question itself mentioned positive integers. So I took only 17. The first number is 17. The next number is 18. The two numbers are 17 and 18. Okay. Okay, look at this question. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters, find the other two sides. Once again, I will repeat the question. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters, find the other two sides. Okay, hypotenuse. Okay, this is the right angle triangle. Every right angle triangle will have one right angle. The opposite side of the right angle is hypotenuse. The hypotenuse length is given 13 centimeters. Okay, and altitude is 7 centimeters less than its base. If I assume base as x, then altitude is 7 centimeters less, so it is x minus 7. If I assume base as x, then the altitude means height of the triangle. The height of the triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. And now, see, let us say A, B, C. A, B, C. AB is altitude, BC is the base, AC is the hypotenuse. According to Pythagoras theorem, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Okay, AB square altitude, BC square. Base, sum of the squares of these two sides is equal to square of the hypotenuse. So, AC square. Now, I am substituting the values in this AB square, that is x minus 7 whole square plus x square is equal to 13 square. It is in the form of a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. According to this formula, I am explaining this x minus 7 whole square. Here a is x, b is 7. A square plus b square minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2ab. X square plus 7 square minus 2 into x into 7 plus x square is equal to 13 square. Now, x square, 7 square, 7 into 7, that is 49. 2 into 7, 14, minus 14x plus x square is equal to 13 square, that is 169. Now, x square plus x square, these two are like terms, so that I can add these two. X square plus x square, it is 2x square minus 14x plus 49. Bring that 169 to left side is equal to 0. 2x square minus 14x, 49 minus 169, it is equal to minus 120 is equal to 0. In this, see, all the terms are multiples of 2. Again, I can divide every term by 2. So, x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0 by 2. Anyway, it will become 0 only. So, the quadratic equation is x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. Now, come to the quadratic equation formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here, again, a is 1. A means x square coefficient. X square coefficient is here 1. B is minus 7. C is minus 60. These two I am substituting in the quadratic equation. See, x is equal to minus b, minus of minus 7 plus or minus root b square minus 4ac, 4 into 1 into minus 60 by 2a, 2 into 1 is equal to minus 7 into minus is plus 7 plus or minus square root of minus 7 square is 49. Minus into minus will become plus. Minus this minus and 60 also having another minus. Minus and minus will become plus. 4 into 1 4. 4 into 60, that is 240 by 2 is equal to 7 plus or minus square root of 240 and 49, that is 289 by 2. Now let us find the square root of 289. 17 and 17. So the square root of 289 is 17 by 2. The x value is 7 plus 17 by 2 or 7 minus 17 by 2. 24 by 2 or minus 10 by 2. After cancellation, 12, 5. So 12 or minus 5. I am getting as the x value. I am getting x value 12 or minus 5. X is what? Base. Base of the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle base cannot be negative. Its value is always positive. So, I am taking out this minus 5. I am taking only 12. Why? Because this should be positive value. Base should be positive value. So I am taking 12 as a base. If base is x is equal to 12, then the altitude is 7 centimeters less than base. So altitude is 12 minus 7, that is equal to 5. Okay. The altitude of right angle triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters, find the other two sides. According to Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to hypotenuse square, AC square. I am taking base as x, then the altitude will be x minus x. So AB square is x minus 7 whole square, BC square is equal to x square is equal to 13 square. Okay, if I expand this x minus 7 square, I am getting x square plus 7 square minus 2ab, and this x square is x square, 13 square is 169. After simplifying all this by using the quadratic formula, I am getting x value 12 or minus 5. The x value cannot be negative. Why? Because it is the length of the base. Length will always be positive only. So that the x I am taking 12. Then the altitude is 7 centimeters less than its base. So 12 minus 7, that is equal to 5. Okay, I hope you understand well. Okay, look here. Find the dimensions of a rectangle whose perimeter is 28 meters and whose area is 40 square meter. In this problem, he given perimeter as well as area. He is asking the length of the rectangle and breadth of the rectangle. Length, breadth you have to find out. Perimeter is given 28 meters. Area is given 40 square meters. Okay. Now, based on these two, we have to find out the length and breadth. Okay. What is the perimeter formula? Perimeter is equal to perimeter of a rectangle formula 2 into L plus B. That is given 28 meters. L plus B is equal to 28. Send this 2 to right side. Whenever I am sending this 2 to the right side, it comes in the denominator's place. Okay. Now it is 28 by 2. After cancellation, L plus B is equal to 14. Now B is equal to 14 minus L. I am sending this L to the right side. So L plus B is equal to 14. B is 14 minus this L will become minus L here. So B is equal to now 14 minus L. Okay. Now come to area part. What is the area formula? Area is equal to L into B. L into B is given 40 square meters. Okay. Now I am substituting B value. Whatever the B value I am getting here, that I am substituting in place of B. So L into 14 minus L is equal to 40. 14L minus L square is equal to 40. 14L minus L square minus 40 is equal to 0. I am taking this 40 to left side. Now this L square is having minus symbol. So I am changing all the signs of the expression. L square minus 14L plus 40 is equal to 0. Now this is in the form of quadratic equation. So again let us write the quadratic equation formula. Here A is 1, B is minus 14, C is 40. Okay. A value is 1, B value is minus 14, C is 40. These three values now I am substituting in the quadratic equation formula. Okay. Minus of minus 14 minus B plus or minus root B square minus 14 whole square minus 4 into A, 1 into 40 by 2 into 1, that is minus into minus plus 14 plus or minus root 14 whole square 196. 196. Okay. 4 AC. 4 into 1, 4. 4 into 80. 4 into 40. 160. Okay. 4 into 1, 4. 4, 40 is 160. By 2 into 1 is 2. That is 14 plus or minus square root of 196 minus 160 is 36 by 2. So, is equal to 14 plus or minus square root of 36 is 6. 14 plus or minus 6 by 2. L value is L is equal to 14 plus 6 by 2 or 14 minus 6 by 2. That is 20 by 2 or 12 minus 6. 8 by 2. So L is equal to either 10 or 4. Okay. B is equal to, here B value is substituted. B is equal to 14 minus L. 14 minus 10 or 14 minus 4. Okay. 14 minus 10 is equal to 4. 14 minus 4 is equal to 10. So breadth, if L is 10 or 4, then breadth will become 4 or 10. Once again listen. Perimeter of rectangle is given 28. Area of the rectangle is 40. Perimeter formula 2 into L plus B is equal to 28. I am sending this 2 to the right side so that it comes in the denominator's place. After cancellation, L plus B is equal to 14. I am finding only B. So B I am keeping left side, sending L to the right side. B is equal to 14 minus L. B is equal to 14 minus L. Next I took area. Area is given 40. Area formula is L into B. L, in place of B I am substituting 14 minus L. L into 14, 14L. L into minus L square is equal to 40. I am sending 40 to left side so that it became minus 40. I am writing in the quadratic equation form. By using the quadratic equation formula, I am getting L value is equal to 10 or 4. Okay. When I substitute these two values, I am getting 4. Breadth is equal to 4 or 10. Okay. I hope you understand well this problem. Okay. Thank you. Hi viewers. This is Vishnuvardhan sir. Today I am going to explain the table of a trigonometrical ratios. Most of the students feel very difficulty to remember all the ratios, trigonometrical ratios. For them, this is the table. You can construct this table within 5 to 6 minutes. I will tell you more easily how to construct the trigonometrical table. These angles 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. There is no other way. We have to remember this. You have to remember these angles. Okay. Now start giving numbers from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. In the next step, divide every number by 4, by 4, by 4, by 4, by 4 and by 4. Okay. 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. Now square every number, square root of every number. Okay. Now 0 by 4, 0 by 4 anything it is 0. Square root of 0 is equal to 0. Square root of 1 by 4 is equal to, square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 is not having any square root. So square after cancellation 1 by 2. After cancellation is 1 by 2. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 2 is square root of 2. Okay. Next here root 3 is root. It is not a perfect square root. So root 3 by square root of 4 is 2. 4 gets cancelled. So 1 will be square root of 1 is 1. Now 0. Okay. 1 by 2. 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. These are all the values of sine theta. Okay. These are all the values of sine theta. Next, by rating in the reverse order, actually sine 0 is 1, 0. Sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. Sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. Sine 90 is equal to 1. These are all the values of sine. Okay. Now, you write these values in the reverse order. Then you will get the values of cos theta. Okay. Cos theta. Cos theta is equal to, write in the reverse order. 1 root 3 by 2. 1 by root 2. 1 by 2. 0. Okay. These are the cos theta values. Now, next ratio is tan. Tan theta. Tan theta is what? Actually, it is sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta. 0 by 1. 0 by 1 is 0. 0 by anything is 0. So, 0 by 1 is equal to 0. Here 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2. These 2 and these 2 will go cancellation. So that the remaining part is 1 by root 3. Here also root 2 and root 2 will go cancellation. So 1 by 1. 1 by 1 is 1. Here 2 will go cancellation. Root 3 by 1. Root 3 by 1 is always equal to 1. 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is infinitive. Inverse of 0. Inverse of 0 is not defined. It is not defined. These are all the values of tan theta. Now we got sine value, cos value and tan value. Next, cosec. Cosecant theta. The reverse of sine theta is cosecant theta. Reverse means 1 by sine theta. 1 by sine means inverse. Otherwise, reverse of sine theta is cosecant theta. 0. Inverse of this 0 is again not defined. Okay. Inverse. 1 by 2 will become inverse. That is 2 by 1. 2. 1 by root 2. That is root 2. Root 3 by 2. That is 2 by root 3. 1 by 1. That is 1. Now you got the values of cosecant theta. Next, secant theta. Write all the values of cosecant theta in the reverse order. In this way. 1. 2 by root 3. Root 2. 2. And not defined. Okay. Lastly, cot theta. Cot theta is equal to, cot theta is just reverse of tan theta. Reverse of tan theta. Otherwise, inverse of tan theta. Another way is write in the reverse order. Okay. So, it is not defined. Write in the reverse order. All tan theta values write in reverse order. Root 3, 1, 1 by root 3, 0. Okay. It will take 5 to 6 minutes to construct this table. Once again, these angles you have to remember 0, 30, 40, 45, 60, 90. First step, give numbers from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After divide every number by 4. After dividing, do square root for every number. So square root of 0 by 4 is 0. Square root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. Square root of 2 by 4 is, after cancellation, it is becoming 1 by 2. The square root of 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by root 2. Square root of root 3 by 4 is root 3 by 2. Root 4 by 4 is, after cancellation, it is becoming 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Sine values 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. These are all sine values. If you write all the sine values in reverse order, you will get the cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta, you will get the tan values. Once you got the tan values, cot values is cosecant. Cosecant is reverse of sin theta. 0, inverse of 0 is equal to not defined. 1 by 2 is 2. Just reverse them. 1 by root 2 is root 2 by 1, that is 1. Root 3 by 2, 2 by root 3 and 1. For secant theta, just write the values. These are also in the reverse order. 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2 and not defined in reverse order. For cot theta also, write reverse order of tan theta. Tan theta values in this way, na? Write in reverse order. Not defined, root 3, 1, 1 by root 3, 0. Okay. Like this, you can form the trigonometrical table within 5 to 6 minutes. I hope you understand well. Thank you.